Hey everybody, I am back with my first episode in what I'm calling Scents of Days Gone By, What I've Melted. This has been collecting now for maybe like 2.5 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks, but I've been really putting in an effort to finish things because, as you guys know, like if you get a bag of 6 tarts or something, sometimes you just want to melt 2 and then put it away and try something else. You don't really get a whole lot of empties. Well, I've been buying a lot of wax in order to make room for what I'm getting in. I have to actually finish things and move things out. So in no particular order here, what to start off with. Actually, I'll start off with this one because I just put this one in my warmer in my entry. This is Beau Savon Frais Gooey Candy Milk Bread. I really love this bread scent. I don't know if I can smell milk in there. I know people have had mixed feelings on the milk scent. I really don't think I can smell candy in there. It doesn't really smell sweet, but just it doesn't smell like sugary sweet. But this is like a nice, sweetly mild bread scent. Just really, really delicious. I got this in a D-stash. There were 6 tarts in here, so I've been melting them 2 at a time. So, like I said, I got my last 2 melting right now. Just so good. Maybe I can smell a little bit of candy. Comes out more maybe in the bag, but that's really good. Another one that I finished here is by Rainbow Melts. This was a mini pie in Berry Spooky Zucchini. It had a few embeds, like bat embeds, ghosts, things like that. It was really cute. This was the first zucchini scent I ever melted, and I loved it. Loved it, loved it. It was just such a good... You can get like a little bit of fruit, and then the zucchini. Just such a good one. I think I chunked this one up and got 3 melts out of it, I believe. Threw like crazy. Rainbow Melts everything throws like crazy for me, but I really love that one. This one here I melted yesterday in a 24 watt hot plate warmer. This is Pumpkin Cupcake from Candles by the Keeping Room. I did like this one, but it's just not a scent that I would ever necessarily seek out again. I mean, yes, it was pumpkin and it was sweet, but it just wasn't outstanding to me. So, if I get a sample of it, I'll melt it, but I won't like go and buy a whole bunch of it. This one here I got in a D-stash. This is Lasting Scent Candles Black Linen. I melted this in my bedroom. That is just such a nice laundry scent, but it's not an overpowering laundry scent. It's just like a milder laundry scent. So I wrote this down on my wax notebook as I really need to keep an eye out for this one whenever Lasting Scent Candles opens again. The next one's here I'm going to kind of put together because I really wanted to get through these things by Steel Valley Scents. So I melted a warm apple pie downstairs, and then I melted a pink lavender and an aloe vera and cucumber upstairs. These are all palm wax melts that I had here. I didn't really get a very good throw from them. I'm not very familiar with palm wax. I don't know what the right wattage is to melt them at. I think I melted 2 of them in a 24 watt and I melted 1 in a 20 watt. I think this one I melted in a I melted this one in a 24 watt. This one had the best throw. It was like about a medium throw, I would say, in my bedroom. And it smelled really good. It did smell really good. I also don't know when these were poured, if I need to let them cure longer, and that may be the issue. And I really want these to throw well. So this one had the best throw, which was a medium throw. This one, unfortunately, I fell asleep. I put it on the warmer, and then I fell asleep. And then by the time I woke up, 7-8 hours later, I really couldn't smell much. So I really didn't get to assess this one that much. But by the time I had fallen asleep, it was about, like half melted and still half formed, and I couldn't smell much at that point. This one I did melt all the way, and I had melting for about 6 hours in the kitchen. I really couldn't get much of a scent throw out of it. So anybody out there, if you are more familiar with palm wax, let me know. It's possible I haven't let these cure long enough, so I'm going to put all my Steel Valley scents aside and let them cure for about another month before I try them, because on cold throw they smell so, so good. And I really like this shop. I really want them to throw really well, but so far I just, the 3 I've had, 1 medium throw, 1 I fell asleep on, the other one was, not so good. So enough about that. Let's see here. So next one here I have is just a scent shot in Tiffany Candles, and this one here is in Fruity Loops. Sorry, the camera's not focusing. This was just a really good one. It threw well. Just a good Fruity Loop scent. I can't tell the difference between different vendors' Fruity Loop, but that one was good. The next one here I melted. This is from the Spotted Hog. It was a scent shot in Berry Lemon Bundt Cake. Just so you guys know, when I melt these scent shots, I put the whole thing in. I don't cut it in half. So, yeah, the whole thing went in. This one was good. I mean, it was a fruity lemon scent, but nothing I would ever seek out again. It was a little bit more on the fruity side and less on the kind of Bundt Cake bakery side. I prefer it a little bit more with bakery in it. So like I said, good, but, not outstanding. This one here is from iHeartWax, a scent shot in Pink Fruit Loops. I really love this one. This is the one I think that made me realize that I really like pink, and I really like the Pink Fruit Loops blend. These are two of my favorite kind of scents. So this one threw really well. I melted it upstairs, I think, in my bedroom. Yep. Still smells delicious in there. A little bit more pink than Fruit Loops, but so good. So our iHeartWax, I have not ordered from them yet, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out. This one here was a scent shot by Candles by Victoria and Blackberry Caramel Rice Pudding, however people pronounce it. This one was good. It threw well. I melted it downstairs in my 24-watt warmer in my kitchen. I couldn't really smell rice pudding. Rice pudding is not one of those things that I smell all the time, but I did get the blackberry. Yep, I can get the caramel and I can get the blackberry. So to me, this just smells more like a blackberry caramel scent, which is delicious though. Really good. So I will repurchase that one from Candles by Victoria. Let's see here. Here I had a jelly-filled Danish roll from Candles by the Keeping Room. This was one of the samples. This one was a little bundt cake. I think that was like maybe like a pink color or something like that. This was so good. Just delicious. Bakery, you could smell like the jelly in there. This one was awesome. And I had melted a jelly-filled sugar cookie before, and that was awesome too. So I'm going to keep an eye out for these jelly-filled ones from Candles by the Keeping Room. Very delicious. This one here from Starlit Candles, I got this in a D-stash. This was a 7-Up Poundcake and Fruity Loops. It had a couple of scallop tarts, which were adorable because it had these little like color things on them, and then there were a bunch of like little tiny melts in there that looked like Care Bears. So it was like 2 or 3 of the scallop tarts with a bunch of bears in there. So I thought it was so cute. So I kind of threw it in. I think I got maybe 2 melts out of it. I kind of threw in a lot each time. It threw really well. It smelled delicious. It smelled so good that I actually ordered a loaf in 7-Up Poundcake and Fruity Loops from Starlit Candles, and I just got my click and ship today, so I'll be having a whole loaf coming to me in this scent. This is one of my all-time favorite blends. If not maybe my number one all-time favorite blend is a 7-Up Poundcake and Fruity Loops blend. So Starlit Candles was the first one I had, and that is delicious, and her products look really good, so excited to get that one. I finished up this one. It was, I believe, 4 Teddy Tarts and Caramel Apple Leaves by Rainbow Melts. Threw like crazy, like all of the Rainbow Melts do. Really good caramel apple scent. I don't really know what the leaves is supposed to smell like. I think that's like a Bath & Body Works dupe or something, or a Yankee Candle dupe. I'm not sure, but I definitely got the caramel apple out of there, and I really loved it. I think I threw in 2 tarts at a time. I tend to throw in a lot at a time, because once you start getting suffocated by your wax, you feel the need to melt through it, in a somewhat speedy manner. But this one was really delicious. Like I said, threw like crazy. All Rainbow Melts do though. This one was, I think this was like a little mini, like chunk cake or chunk tart. It was like about that big. This was raspberry coconut cake and sugary raspberry cupcakes. I can't remember if I got this in a D-stash or if I bought it, but it was good. It was good. I'm not a really big fan of coconut. I couldn't really smell a whole lot of coconut, but it's not something I would necessarily be dying to order again. But it's still a nice sugary blend. So, I mean, if I ran across it for something, for sure I would melt it. But wouldn't go out of my way for it, I would say. But I got 2 melts out of that. The next one here, Candles by the Keeping Room, was a lemon cheesecake and 4 of the Grubby Tarts. Kind of like the last one, I love lemon bakery scents. I pretty much buy any kind of lemon bakery scent I could find, so I'm still trying to narrow down the perfect one for me. This lemon cheesecake, it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was good, but it wasn't one of my favorite lemon bakery scents, so once again, I probably won't go and repurchase it. It smells better in the bag than I remember it smelling when I melted it, but anyways, I may buy one again, but it's not something I'm going to be like dying to repurchase. But like Front Porch, I think I threw 2 of the tarts in at one time, melted in 24 watt, threw like crazy. Front Porch throws like crazy as well. This one here, Caramel Apple Marshmallow. I had gotten this one because I was trying to also nail down what kind of caramel apple scent it was that I really liked. The marshmallow makes this one a little too sweet for me. Still smelled good. It still smelled good, but I think I like my caramel apple with other kind of scents. But my husband, I melted this in the entryway, and he kind of walked over in that direction. He's like, that smells really good, so he really likes it. I do have another 4-pack of Grubbies in this scent, so it's kind of like the other one. I would probably repurchase it in maybe a year, but it's not like if I see it get restocked, I'm going to be, hopping on and buying it right off the bat. But, good, but still good. Here another one from Rainbow Melts. These were 4 of the flower tarts in Blueberry Muffin. So good. I think my all-time favorite blueberry scent that I found so far, and throws like crazy. So at any one given time, I have 3 warmers in my house. I have one going in the kitchen, one in the entryway, and then one in the bedroom. And this blueberry muffin was like creeping everywhere. It was like a stalker. It's like a stalker scent because it kind of follows you. So you're like walking around the house and you turn around and like there it is. It's like everywhere, everywhere. But it's so good. Just that one was probably the best thrower out of all of these. This one here was from 10 Digit Creations. It was a sample I had gotten in maple sugar. This really goes to show you sometimes how the vendors, when they throw in samples, it can lead to sales, because wow, was this amazing. This was the first maple scent I think I had really run across. So good. So good that I went back to 10 Digit Creations, and I think I got like 3 of these 4-packs in maple sugar. Next thing you know, I had placed a fairly large order because it really started with this one. But this one was so good. So if you're looking for a good maple scent, oh, I wanted to smell it. If you're looking for a good maple scent, this was it. Yeah, just so delicious. And 10 Digit Creations, I only throw in 1 tart at a time, and they throw really well. This next one here, lemon filled Twinkies, candles from the Keeping Room. A little bit too sweet for me. I think this is kind of like it reminds me of a marshmallow scent, just that kind of sweetly scent that I'm not a huge fan of. So I would definitely not repurchase this, and if I got one as a sample, I probably would try to give it away to somebody. Just not for me. Too sweet. This one here was the Whip It from the Spotted Hog. This was in Vampire's Vanilla Poundcake. It was this red thing with a ghost in bed. I threw the whole thing in. This one had a kind of an artificial scent when I was smelling it cold, and I was worried about it, so I threw it in the warmer, and it melted, and it smelled really good. I'd say that it had like a medium to medium good throw. Definitely does not throw as well, I would say, as like a Rainbow Melts or a Front Porch, but at least that artificial scent went away. The bad thing though is I got a huge headache, I remember, not from this, but I just had a huge headache, and I was like moping around the house, so I really didn't get to enjoy it or really assess it. But yeah, when it melted, it smelled really good. And I did throw the whole thing in at one time, which was, if you go to the Spotted Hog, you can take a look at their Whippets. It's, I don't know how many ounces it is in wax, but it's like bigger than your average, like, you know, tart or whatnot. These are the last ones here. So let's see here. These 2 Scentsy ones, one in Luna and one in Pixie. I melt these in my bathroom at night. I have, you know, one of those little plug-in nightlight warmer thing, so I just put in 1 cube. I have like 10 of these Scentsy bars upstairs in one given time, and I kind of every night I'll pick out one and I'll throw one in. So these are just the 2 I happen to finish. I really like both of these. That one smells like, they smell kind of cologne-y or perfumey to me. This one maybe like a little bit more, maybe it's because it's pink, but this one smells like kind of more girly, kind of perfumey. And this one smells a little bit more masculine, cologne-y. But I really love these 2, and I think they're discontinued. I don't know if it was like a seasonal scent. Like I said, since I'm new to wax, I'm not exactly sure how Scentsy works. But both of these I thought were so good. There's a couple of the Scentsy ones I find that throw really well in that little warmer with 1 cube. Neither one of these were exceptionally good throwers. I would say this one was probably better than this one. But I would still repurchase it because it's still something nice in your bathroom. And when it's in the bathroom at night and I already have a warmer going in the bedroom, it's not like I need these to throw like crazy. But definitely did enjoy these, and I would definitely repurchase both of those. The last ones I have here is, this one here is from the Bathing Garden, Green and Sassy. I got this in a D-stash, and holy moly does this one smell good. Man, is that like a sugared spruce, pine, slightly candy scent? I'm not really sure, but holy moly, this one was just delicious. So delicious. This one is to the point that if I saw Shannon put this one back up as like a restock, I would probably buy 6 of them, if not more. I thought this was fabulous. And when I melt this upstairs, I will throw 3 cubes in at one time. So that was so good. This next one here is from Two-Timing Tart, Lustful Longings. I had done a rather large haul from them, so I've been melting it upstairs. This is just like a nice, like a cologne kind of scent. Jasmine maybe in there. I mean, the word lust is in. It makes me think of jasmine, but yeah, it smells really delicious. I really love this one. So I went through my Two-Timing Tart, and I noticed a couple of them were made kind of at the point that I want to start melting them now. So I kind of pulled out 4 of them, and I've been rotating them through. So I will throw in 3 cubes at one time, and it threw well. It threw well. So for the most part, I'm really happy with everything that I've melted. I'm really beginning to kind of figure out what it is that I like. you know, Fruity Loops and pig scents and, you know, pine scents, and what it is that I don't like as much, like marshmallow kind of scents, are starting to turn me off. But anyways, so this is the kind of what I've melted, and I will continue to do this. I don't think I'm going to have a periodicity for it, so I'm probably just going to film it whenever I feel like I have enough empties and I want to start, you know, throwing them away or putting them in recycling. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.